Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oz, and it is a pleasure to welcome you to yet another season of Gaming 30 Years Later. While there were a few good candidates for the first episode to really kick us off, I can think of no better start to 1993 than this. Myst was a revolutionary title and remained the best-selling PC game until 2002 when The Sims came out. I'm showing you the manual now because back in my day, the manual was a big part of the experience of owning a game. While I'm not going to read over the entries, it has some helpful information for playing the game, stuff that the game will never ever tell you at all. So it is a very, very good idea to give it a read, but it's okay, we'll manage. Without further ado, let's get into Myst. So here we are, and this is the first step to getting classic Myst running. You have to emulate Windows 3X, and that is no small feat, kinda, and requires some tinkering. I managed to get this one very nicely packaged thing from a site called Games Nostalgia. I'll try to link it in the description. But we'll get it started, and I'll have other notes in regards to this. But just like a small warning right out of the bat, Myst has some amazingly loud intro bits. So yeah, just be ready for that. There's a pretty dialogue-heavy bit in the intro. I'm just going to let it play. Everything will be okay.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed. And so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
All right, here we go. Let's click the book to get into it. And yeah, here we are. This is Myst, back in 1993. And man, navigating this game, pretty weird. It is a completely static screen, like you can see the seagull. It kind of moves, but Myst was developed in a really weird way. You move by clicking on places and you just go to the places. It can be immensely disorienting. Let's just walk around while I try to explain stuff. Can I go there? Yeah, I can go there. Can I go to that one? I can go to this one. This one has a leave. And this has fame. Let's go to the clock tower. So you can see how disorienting this is, right? Like, I hope you agree with me on this, that it is very, very hard to navigate this thing. Oh, there we go. We're going down someplace. We found a thing. And this is basically the experience of playing Myst. You just go to the places and then there's things that you can press for reasons. obviously, these are... I say there are things you can press for reasons. Obviously, this is a puzzle. You're not supposed to just click things at random. There is an order to this. So these are the generators. This is a power to spaceship. Huh. And power in general. So can we just like go... No, go back. Maybe the other back. No. How do I leave here? I'm stuck on the screen. Oh my god, this was like sooner than I expected for it to be a problem. It is not... Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait, I need to... Now I'm curious. Why did that work? Was I seeing the door? Okay. Oh, I was seeing the door from outside. I'm an idiot. I was seeing the door from the inside. My bad. As I said, disorienting. So, like, the thing about Myst is that I think the first aspect of it worth mentioning is that Myst doesn't really run on a game engine as you might expect. It uses a thing called a hypercard, which was sort of like a kind of like a slideshow program for Macintosh back in the day. And that's basically what it is. Like every single one of these screens is sort of like a screenshot, and it has, when you had, for instance, that movement of the seagull, that was like an embedded video file that would play kind of like every once in a while. And this is how the game ran. Like you just click around and you move on things. And I don't expect to spend quite a lot of time, quote unquote, playing this, because I played Myst when I was a child. Like, I don't know, about 11 years old or something. And man, this game is not a particularly easy game. It really earns itself the puzzle moniker. Because you can get here and you can open up this book and then there's like this ton of things written on it. And you are actually supposed to kind of read all of this. Like, there are, I don't know how many pages I clicked, but that was a lot of pages. There is a puzzle hint here. And it's just like, ooh, let's click this other one. Oop, let's click this other one. And yeah, it's like just more piles upon piles of text. And yeah, this is very necessary to get any progress whatsoever into the game. Like, this is no joke. The Myst is a really goddamn hard puzzle. Oh, I know where this goes. Oh, I think I see the solution to a puzzle. I'm gonna try to explain this. Let's try to remember that these elements exist. Like it's a snake and this thing that's like an upside down triangle with a few numbers here. A few dots. And yeah, let's get out of here. I know there's other things that we can do in that room, but you can see like here there's a leaf here. I'm assuming one of these will be the one that I actually want. It's like, I think we stumbled upon this cross as well. There was also an eye. But this is the cross again, my bad. Which one is this? This is a bird kind of thing, flamingo. Spider. I'm gonna click on the eye like absolutely last. Oh no, yeah, it's snake. Here we go. There's a snake here. So there's a snake here, and then you come to this building over here, and you get into it, and then there's this chair. Then you sit on it, and you look up, and there's this thing, and then you click on it. Why is it? Oh my! Oh, maybe this is a problem with the software. That would be so bad. Oh no, it's showing. It's just incredibly hard to see. So yeah, this is very, very difficult to actually notice. You can see it mostly when it's shifting around. This gray thing was probably supposed to be black. I don't remember the original game all that well, but this may be a glitch. But this is like a star map, and you're supposed to like align the star maps with the switches and do things. It is It is that kind of game. However, as you can see, this is tricky. This is quite hard to navigate. It is also not a particularly looker of a game, even though it was at the time. It was lauded by its graphics. It was just, oh my god, Myst is the most beautiful thing that humanity has ever seen ever, up until that point. And like, fair enough, it is really impressive for the time, and every other game that I'm gonna play this year for this season is going to reveal that quite plainly. But yeah, so maybe that's enough of this, but not enough of Myst. So bear with me for a second here. All right, and here we are once again. This time, it's going to be a little bit more manageable, but I promise you, not by much. So here we are, Myst. I don't really remember what they call this. I think it's Masterpiece Edition, something along those lines. We're gonna start a new game, and that whole thing is going to play. Yeah, you can play with randomized puzzles. I have no idea what that even would be like. But yeah, let's go for classic. And that whole intro bit is going to play again. It's a little bit more fancy this time. You can like look around, but we have seen this. So let's. Oh, I cannot skip it. Oh, what a thing. Well, thankfully there is video editing.
The ending has not yet been written.
Here comes the second hurdle. I have the loudest keyboard in the world. I believe this is the exact same FMV, and it might also be the same exact voice track. I don't think they re-recorded it, which I actually think is pretty nice. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, let's get into Myst once again. And yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. This is the good stuff. I have like free look. I can walk around. I can press escape button on the keyboard to open a menu. I can press shift to run a little bit faster. And this is just a lot more organic gameplay to what we are used to in 2023. And I'll be honest, this is already a huge quality of life thing. I wish the speed at which you run was the exact speed at which you walk. But aside from that, it's all good. Here are our puzzles. Let's just try to go to the planetarium, observatorium, whatever it is again. Like, in this way, you kind of hold a chance of remembering which one it is. At least that was always beyond me. But let's go with this thing here again. It's here, right? Do I have to click on this thing very specifically? Wow. Oh, what's up? Let me in. Oh no, this is not the... Wait. But that is a spaceship, and this is the library, right? Let's check out the books. Spacebar to take a picture. Huh, that's nice. There's some other things that we didn't see here. There's some other books. Those books are more important than the others. We can check them. Try to see, yeah, like this one. Yep, here we go. Piles and piles of text again. Same deal. Better illustrations though, you can kind of see. our puzzle things again. Very nice. I can just exit out of screens with, what is it again? S. This is something that we didn't see before, but it was there. Oh, why did it do that? Why am I not like interacting with this thing at all? That's weird. Oh, I need to feed it a page. No, you're not gonna do anything? Okay. And then there's another one there that does basically the same thing. We don't need to be doing that. But yeah, to be honest, to be very, very honest, like the whole point of this series is to try to answer a somewhat simple but also very specific question. Is it worth replaying the games released in 1993 nowadays? And with Myst, very specifically, that question is it's a little bit tricky, because I do not, under any circumstance, recommend that you try to play Classic Myst. Classic Myst is really disorienting. It's just really, I'm not gonna say bad, it's not a bad game at all, but it is, the way that it is done, it is so incredibly frustrating to interact with. I am puzzled about this. I don't think this was supposed to be here. It wasn't like this before. What is going on? Did they just change the interface? Is it still... Yeah, they just changed the interface a bunch. Okay. Yeah, and it's still gray as shit, so that doesn't really help. But alright, let's just like put on a random thing here. And let's go. Then you can see the constellations moving around, and it will eventually arrive at a pattern. Why is it like this? Christ. This is... Yeah. Why is this change? I wonder if I selected random. No, I'm pretty sure I selected classic, right? Oh, you have to close the thing. I am an idiot. There you go. See, this is the type of bullshit that Myst does. This is why Myst is like really hard. I didn't change the number, so it's not gonna change anything. There we go. But then you would be like, okay, but there are like a million possibilities to this. How am I gonna connect a constellation to a sign that is like outside? And well, that is the puzzle, ain't it? And if you like that sort of stuff, that is what you do. I am assuming this is a new thing. What is this? Does he read at all? I crouch. But yeah, playing the original Myst. No, I'm sorry. I cannot in good conscience recommend that. Playing this one, like the Masterpiece Edition and stuff, actually pretty alright. If you like this sort of game, and if you like this sort of game, thing is very required for the enjoyment of Myst, because Myst is just this. Is walking around in a space that is very pretty and trying for your life to figure out particularly intense puzzles. Oh, there's a thing with the clock tower. We can move the clock here. I am sure a lot of this is being mentioned in the books. And there is also a thing, and this is worth mentioning because I think my experience with Myst is the same as a lot of people's experience with Myst, is that they install the game, they do this, they see this island, they walk around, and they're like, I can't do anything with this. What is even going on? And they may spend like some time on it, but it becomes really frustrating really quickly. And then they just go do something else. Oh, I did a thing with the generators. I'm continuing to do things with the generator. Everything is going up like in the same amount. Oh, I goofed. Oh, and then it resets. Okay. So let's try that again. Can I try that again immediately? Oh, the other one is just not going up anymore. Like it's shorted for real. Ah. So maybe we have to wait a little bit until that can be done again. Which is just like, I'm sure that is a thing. And here's like hints. Power and power to ship, generator switches. Good stuff. And yeah, so my experience with Myst is exactly this, like installing the game and walking around and being completely fucking lost. And then, yeah, maybe this is not for me. And I stand by that statement. I don't think Myst is a game that I particularly enjoy, even though I don't think it's a bad game. But there is a thing about Myst that a lot of people don't realize, I think. This is not the entire game. There are, I think, 5 other islands that you travel to eventually. Myst is massive. It takes, I think this is like a 20-hour game to complete if you just like do it properly. And by properly, I mean reading the things, going over everything that you need to go over, walking around, collecting all the things, seeing all the sites, solving all the puzzles. However, I think the speed run to Myst is actually like a minute long or something like that, because, and spoiler warning, the final thing is like right here. Like it's right in this. You just need to do a very specific thing to open it. Well, I don't know what the very specific thing is, but it's just that. You just need to do a very specific thing, and the final item is just like right there, and you solve the puzzle. Which I actually think is pretty ingenious design. In the sense of, yeah, if you know the puzzle already, you can just click it. If all you're in is the satisfaction of completing the puzzle, you can get that fairly quickly. And let's see this thing, like dimensional imager. 40, 47, and 67. What's up? Did I turn it off? I think I turned it off. How is it set? I remember you can set this in some way. There are numbers to be set. Oh, I remember. There you go, you click this thing here. Hey. Fucking Myst. So we changed it to the marker switch diagram. So you see those things that we have been stumbling around, those are called marker switches. Now we know that. If we find some information where it describes things regarding a marker switch, now we know what that is. And yeah, that is the experience of playing Myst. Good luck. I think that'll be it is with that for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, take care and bye-bye.